The headlines. Monsoon session of Manipur Assembly on August 10. AMSU seizes huge quantity of betel leaves on highway. And Manipur wears deserted look on day 2 of lockdown. Hello, you're watching Times of Manipur English News with me Mandira, and now the news in detail. In exercise of the powers conferred by Clause 1 of Article 174 of the Constitution of India, Dr. Najma Heptullah, Governor of Manipur, has summoned the 11th session of the 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly to meet at 11 a.m. on Monday, 10th of August in the Assembly Hall, Imphal. The monsoon session will have only one sitting. The 10th session of the 11th Manipur State Assembly from 14th February to 28th February 2020 had 11 sittings, 1 short notice question, 104 stayed questions, 34 unstayed questions, 11 papers laid, 4 calling attention motions, 2 presentation of committee reports, 9 number of bills introduced, 9 number of government bills passed, 1 private member resolutions and 1 inquiry committee constituted. Volunteers of All Manipur Students Union MSU seized around 30 baskets of illegal betel leaves from a truck at Faidinga near Shekmai police station on Imphal-Dimapur highway last evening. Betel leaves being non-essential item, trading of this product is not permitted during the lockdown in the state. MSU volunteers at the union headquarters in Imphal later disposed the seized betel leaves. MSU Vice President Laishram Tomba Mitei urged all concerned to immediately stop illegal trading of betel leaves and other tobacco products in the state amid the ongoing lockdown and curfew. He also questioned how such illegal activities were carried out freely amid tight security on the national highway. Tomba urged the authority to immediately stop smuggling of tobacco and tobacco products into the state. Since the Manipur government announced a statewide 7-day lockdown, total lockdown and curfew starting 2 p.m. of July 23rd to break the chain of virus transmission, almost all districts of the state, including Imphal city, bore a deserted look on day 2 of the lockdown. All commercial establishments remained shut. However, vehicles of essential service providers were seen plying on the streets of Imphal city, which also witnessed movement of a few private vehicles this morning. Police detained people unnecessarily coming out in the roads. Meanwhile, the state police and traffic police detained and fined lockdown and curfew violators on the road, a report said. Moreh town wore a deserted look due to the statewide lockdown imposed since yesterday. Cops were closely watching to ensure that people wear face masks. Face masks have become mandatory for people stepping out of the house. All commercial establishments, including medicine shops, remained closed in the border town. Additional Superintendent of Police Moreh Law and Order Sangboy Gangte, Additional Superintendent of Police Operation M. Amit, an officer in charge of Moreh Police were seen monitoring and enforcing lockdown and curfew in the town bordering Myanmar. Jiribam district also witnessed a similar situation owing to the statewide lockdown. All shops and markets remained closed. People remained indoors. Police were monitoring and enforcing the lockdown in the district. We'll take a short break here. Keep watching.
University da affiliate Tauraba South Asian Institute of Rural and Agricultural Management Sairam Langjing Achoba Imphal West ki admission hauzare. Course singdi BSc Agriculture, BSc Horticulture amadi Bachelor of Business Administration BBA. Aku pamarol gidamak ekhogi website www.sairam.org.in natraga 7641929924 da contact tawbiyo. Thagat pa phongdokchari. Andhra Assembly Constituency gi Social Worker oibaga loinana Assembly Constituency asigi Congress ki luchingba amadi United NGOs Forum gi Chairman gi thau puriba Kaisam Ningthem Jauna Andhro gi miyam gi thabak thorom kayada mateng pangbibaga loinana Sfruti scheme gi makhada ahanba installment oina lupa lising yankhai pibi baga loinana COVID-19 maram oiraga sufam nompham khangdraba matam asida yumda lengdana leiduna sel tanaba lambi pibi bagi damak Kaisam Ningthem Jau Singbu Taibang Mapuna Yaifaba Mai Pakpa Pibibo Oisunu Haina Thauni Jabaga Loinana Thagachari Thagatwa Phongdokchari ba Yening Tha Apunba Nupi Lop Yairipok Top Chingtha
AKID Center Gari Makhalekai gi Imphal Valley Academy da hangliba center asina NET amadi IIT JEE aspirant sing da top makhal gi coaching piri LN Akash Fitji amadi Kota Rajasthan gi experience leraba faculty singna center asida takpi tambiri
I am Sudhir Inam and I am a student of Commerce School and I choose AKID.
I am Khoja Miraj. I am a student of Science National School, Odisha, and I choose AKID.
I am Robatan Hong Sangbom. I am a student of Harvard School and I choose AKID.
Karan Hong Sangbom Government School and I choose AKID.
Online admissions open. Register today.
Competitive Success Academy gi Class 11 amadi 12 Science ki admission hauzari. Pizaribu khudong chaba sing adudi June tha faubada admission taubirakpa Class 11 Science ki ahanba mahiroi yankhai gi admission fee Chada Yankai Tazagani. Bosem na lauba exam da Chada Marifu Amadi, CBSE na lauba exam da Chada Marifu Taragi Mathakta Fangba, Mahiroi Singyoina, admission Amadi tuition fee Laujaroi, Amasung, scholarship Pijagani. Chada Humpudagi, Humputara Manga Fawa Fangba, Mahiroi Singi admission, Tankai Tamak Laujagani, Amadi, Lyric Lem na Fanganjagani. Class 12 ta Ming Chanabagi Damak Atopa Bortage, Class 11 pass Tauraba Matung, eligibility certificate Pairaba Mahiroi Singda, Ming Chanbagi Kodong Chaba Pijari. Akupamarol Gidamak contact Tobiro, Competitive Success Academy, Uripok Khoisnam Laikai Imphal, contact number 6909199961 Natraga 89747 Natraga 9436288 Natraga 700-589-2311.
Welcome back. India's death toll today crossed the 30,000 mark, taking the 6th position on world chart. India's mortality rate is 2.38%, while the world average is 4.07%. Bodies of at least 50 deceased COVID-19 patients were burned in mass cremation in Hyderabad due to lack of transportation and issues with manpower. A video of the lit up pyres in Iragadda crematorium has created outrage among residents. As per media reports, the Telangana Health Department has, however, clarified that the bodies were of COVID-19 patients who died over a period of more than 3 days and not on single day. The coronavirus crisis in India has been rapidly worsening for the past few weeks as the focus shifts from urban to rural areas where infections are rising rapidly. Rural regions and villages face an even greater risk from the virus due to lack of treatment facilities and healthcare infrastructure. Many states have reimposed complete lockdowns as cases continue to rise sharply. The country reported over 45,000 cases in a single day for the first time yesterday, along with over 1,000 deaths. The country has so far reported over 12 lakh coronavirus cases, the third highest in the world. Meanwhile, the situation is equally bad in the US, which again reported over 1,000 cases, marking the third straight day the nation passed the grim milestone. Globally, the coronavirus has so far infected more than 1.5 crore people, and over 6.3 lakh people have died after contracting the deadly virus. With 55 fresh cases of COVID-19 reported in the past 24 hours in Manipur, the total tally has touched 2,115. According to the State COVID-19 Command Control Room, the new positive cases were detected at the Virus Research and Diagnostic Laboratories of Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, Imphal and Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, JANIMS, Imphal, District Hospital, Thobal and Babina Diagnostic Laboratory, Imphal. The newly confirmed cases were from Imphal West, Kakching, Kamjong, Laimakong, Garrison, Kangpokpi, Tengnaupal, Thobal and Ukhrul districts. All the patients are now undergoing treatment at different COVID care facilities in the state. In the past 24 hours, 42 individuals were discharged from various COVID care centers across Manipur after they tested negative for COVID-19. The number of active cases in the state now stands at 655, while 1,460 persons have recovered so far. And Bandana Devi, Deputy Commissioner of Thobal District, has declared containment measures at Lilong Turel Ahanbi, Ataukhung Gram Panchayat, Ward number 1 to 12, Lilong Municipal Council, Ward number 1 to 6, National Highway 102, Lilong Haurebi Awang Imphal River Road, Lilong Haurebi Mayai Lekai, Samru Makhong Road, Chandrakhong to Lilong Dam Road Taba near Imphal River Bank, Usoipok Lamkhai to Lilong Dam Taba Road, Amrui Rejam Lekai, Thobal, Khetrimayum Lekai Road, Thingujam Lekai, Babu Bazar Riverside Road, Ngathim Lekai Road, Akoijam Lekai Road, Thobal Kiam Sifai, Haukha Haibi Makhong Road, Sinam Lekai Road, Kaithek Macha Babu Bazar Taba Road, and Mutum River Bank Side Road under Thobal District. The order comes after 6 residents of Thobal District were found to be COVID-19 positive after they came in contact with positive cases in the district. DC Bandana further added that anyone who violates the order will be punished under Section 188 of Indian Penal Code and Section 51 of the Disaster Management Act 2005. Rural Areas United Club Organization Lilong today expressed concern over the surge in number of COVID-19 cases in Lilong, Thobal Moijing and other locations of Thobal district on daily basis. The organization underlined on the need of the state government to ensure adequate supply of manpower, medicines and ambulances to COVID care centers and development of required infrastructure of isolation wards in the district. In a release, Arauco also urged the state government to maintain transparency in sanctioning funds related to the fight against COVID-19 pandemic. Rauco also expressed unhappiness over authorities of Manipur University and Manipur Assembly Secretariat prohibiting entry of employees and students from Thobal district, saying it has deeply hurt the sentiments of Thobal residents. The number of coronavirus cases in Tengnoupal district has reached 16. Of these, 14 have recovered and the active cases now stand at 2. According to our More correspondent, an inmate of a quarantine center at Saivom village of Tengnoupal district who tested positive yesterday was sent in an ambulance today to a COVID care center at More. In view of the lockdown and curfew clamped in Manipur after increasing rise in the number of coronavirus cases, the lockout strike launched by Manipur Government Services Federation, MGSF, Manipur Secretariat Services Association and its allies affiliates is suspended temporarily till the present lockdown is over in the interest of the state, a release said today. However, once the lockdown is lifted, the strike will be resumed. The release said, adding that the state government has failed to fulfill the demands raised by MGSF. A medical team of Lamjingbu Hospital and Medical Research Institute Private Limited today conducted coronavirus screening at Tom TV office in Imphal. All staff members of the channel underwent thermal screening. The team was headed by L. Rajiv Sharma, Marketing. Philanthropist Dr. Ellison Abomai said that people need empathy irrespective of their caste, creed or religion, especially during hard times. He said this during distribution of relief materials to the needy and poor residents of Thamnapokpi village under Chandal district in association with the volunteers of Chingtam Women's Association today. Around 100 residents received the relief materials. Chingtam Women's Development Association Manipur President and Kunjeshwari and other executive members were also present during the event. The Directorate of Science and Technology Manipur and Manipur Science and Technology Council MASTEC observed Van Mahotsav 2020 by planting trees at DST Complex, Takel Path in Imphal today. The observation also spread awareness on importance of trees to prevent global warming and reduce pollution. Commissioner of Science and Technology M. Joy, Director E. Ibocha Singh, Director MASTEC L. Dinachandra Singh were also present during the event. Around 200 different saplings provided by the Forest Department were planted at the complex. M. Joy also inaugurated a toy train platform during the event. It may be mentioned that the Ministry of Railway Government of India gifted the toy train to the state, which costs around Rs 80 lakh. We'll take another short break here. Keep watching.
Mega Manipur School, Yarral Pattinson Road, Imphal East. Admission open for Class 11 Science, Arts and Commerce. Eligibility 50% and above. Last date of online and offline submission 24th of July 2020. Offline admission form can be obtained from Mega Manipur Society Office, Handsome House, Kaishampad, Pauna Bazaar. As a response to the COVID-19 pandemic, Mega Manipur Society offers one-time 50% reduction in the admission fee for Class 11 students in the school, and some limited additional seats are reserved for Class 1 to 9, especially for the students coming from outside the state. For more details and facilities, please contact Principal Mega Manipur School. Mobile number 9774785283. You can also visit the website www.megamanipurschool.in.
Admission for Vivgyor Institute of Management and Information Technology for the session 2020-2021. Affiliated to Manipur University. Eligibility 12 pass. Available courses are BBA, BCA. Short-term courses. Available courses are DCA, CCCA and Tally. Facilities available. State-of-art infrastructure, well-furnished and equipped classroom. Qualified and well-experienced teacher, visiting faculty from industry and academic, placement call, computer lab with internet facilities, library, canteen, conference hall and playground. For more details, please contact the office. Address Sangaipro, FCI Road, Imphal. SV Gadwell School ki Class 11 Science Amadi Humanities ki admission hausare. Pizaribo kudong chabsingdi metric parikyada chada humputara mangagi matakta fangba mahiroi singi admission amadi tuition fee laujaro. Chada humfudara gi mathakta fangba mahiroi singina admission amadi tuition fee tangkhai tajagani. Amadi chada humpumanga gi mathakta fangba mahiroi singina admission fee tangkhai tajagani. July kulhumdoi English ngani kundagi online class su haujaragani. Akopamorol didama contact W SV Gadwell School, Hautal Thangzam Kuno, Pangai Road. Contact number 98629-25948 natraga 7085934266 natraga 8132856942.
Welcome back. As part of the protest by the Manipur Village Defence Force VDF, the Tengnoupal District VDF Welfare Association also held protest to push for their demands. The VDF personnel held placards during the demonstration. Association President Nonthombam Nanaubi Mitai expressed dismay over the alleged government negligence towards the plight of VDF, saying that the meager honorarium cannot support the family. Naubi demanded a 75% honorarium hike by July 30.
Government ki employee haibada sengba employee mayek sengba employee haiba amo hen view masida koina huyen gumna chatlo haraga ekta chatpa layu haraga ekta leiba yaba adugum te sahi 10 ma thoi hena thabak tawduna laglaba village defense post po Manipur government na ngsi chanan ngsi biduna amadi miyeng changbiu haibase aina Tengnoupal district Village Defense Force Welfare Association ki maike degi meyam de phongdok chari.
In connection with World Environment Day 2020, Divisional Forest Officer Bishnupur and Lemapokpam Government Public High School planted saplings in and around the school campus today. Former headmistress and state teachers awardee L. Malingambi Lemapokpam, Zilla Parishad member L. Jitain, headmaster in charge S.H. Rajain, and school management committee chairman nominee Oibotomba attended the event. Around 200 fruit-bearing saplings were planted in the school campus at the event. Speaking to media, Oibotomba appealed to everyone to preserve and protect the environment by planting more trees.
Public se nungai ka sata se nungai ka ba adu ki tangap tari ko koi thajabani adu thariba u khuding mak hingan ba masina koi ki mohok sa khan karak liba malem gi ainga sa kairi basi koi na masiki phang khajit to su kanna ba ta koi isa isa na nagarik amoina parja amoina koi ki laipak ta maleba ki dam ta iram da mai ta pithibig de khan kairi basi ki dum kairi da koi umam thabis ta ngai phatri phadabani khan bi rakanda Sidara club organization amadi tongan ba sangstan sinasu magi jaga du umum thabina aina mayang phon appeal tawjari.
President Ramnath Kovind today flagged off 9 trucks carrying flood relief supplies for Assam, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. According to media reports, an official from the President's house said that these relief supplies for the flood-affected people of Assam, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh shall be carried from Delhi to the concerned states by train and will be received by the state Red Cross branches of respective states. The relief material included items such as tarpaulins, tents, saris, dhotis, cotton blankets, kitchen sets, mosquito nets, bed sheets, buckets and 2 water purification units, sources said. In addition, COVID-19 protection items such as surgical masks, PPE kits, gloves and face shields are also part of the relief material flagged off by President Kovind. These items are meant to safeguard and protect health workers associated with IRCS medical services in these states as well as the volunteers of IRCS who are at the forefront of flood relief and rehabilitation efforts, officials said. The supply is in continuation and in addition to the material already provided by IRCS to be distributed by the state Red Cross branches to the affected people. Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare Dr. Harsh Vardhan was also present during the flagging off ceremony. R.K. Jain, General Secretary, IRCS, also briefed the President on the initiatives and the work done by IRCS to serve the people affected by floods and COVID-19 in different parts of the country. Officials of the President's Secretariat and IRCS were also present on the occasion. Assam Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi undertook an aerial survey of the flood-affected areas of the state yesterday. After the survey, he said he would recommend to the centre for finding out a permanent solution to the flood and erosion of the state. As the state continues to reel under grim flood situation with the deluge of affected 26 districts, causing large-scale devastation to human and animal lives, physical infrastructure and crops, Governor Professor Mukhi told stock of the prevailing flood situation and said that since flood and erosion continue to play havoc in the state for years together, their permanent and scientific solution can save the state and its people from their catastrophic effect. Meghalaya is witnessing non-stop rise of infections by COVID-19 with another 24 persons tested positive today. According to COVID-19 updates released by Director Health Services, Dr. Aman War, this morning, 22 fresh positive cases were confirmed in East Khasi Hills District and 2 in East Jaintia Hills District. According to reports, out of 22 new cases in East Khasi Hills District, 9 are BSF personnel, 5 other security forces and 8 others. With 22 new positive cases, the number of active cases has increased to 467 active positive cases. Dr. War said 5 patients have also recovered from the infection today, which include 3 BSF personnel and 1 each from Riboi and East Jaintia Hills District, taking the number of recovered patients to 87. The number of deaths because of COVID-19 is 5 after an elderly woman passed away last night. The tally of Meghalaya in terms of COVID-19 cases has gone to 559 cases, which include 467 active cases, 87 recovered and 5 deaths. Unabated erosion posed by Siang River breached Mebo Dhola Road in East Siang district of Arunachal Pradesh, snapped road communication along the route. The main course of mighty Siang River is taking a left turn at Mebo subdivision and eroding land and Sigar portion. As per a media report, the river already gripped a portion of Sigar Primary School playground and also posing threat to the school building. Erosion posed by the river already gripped several acres of cultivated land, Kongkhul, Seram, Namsing, Gadum and Mir village under East Siang district, posing serious threats to the local residents. The report said earlier this week about 550-meter stretch of Mebo Dhoka Road between Kongkhul and Namsing village was eroded and made the lower Meboa area cut off from the rest parts of the district. Meanwhile, the State Public Work Department is making an alternative way aside the road and said that it would take some days to complete the work. In relief for the 18 dissident Congress MLAs led by now sacked Deputy Chief Minister Sachin Pilot, the Rajasthan High Court today ordered status quo to be maintained in the disqualification case against the rebel MLAs, putting off the decision till Monday when the Supreme Court hears the case. The order came after the court allowed the application moved by Team Pilot seeking impleadment of the Union of India as a party to the proceedings in the disqualification matter. A bench of Chief Justice Indrajit Mohanty and Justice Prakash Gupta allowed the application that was moved by the petitioners yesterday. The court then adjourned for 20 minutes as per media reports. The application for impleadment was moved on the grounds that the constitutional amendment is under challenge and therefore the Union of India is a necessary part now. The dissident Congress MLAs led by Pilot have challenged their disqualification notices through the writ petition which was taken up by the bench on Friday last week and arguments were held. Now before we wrap up the top news headlines once again. Monsoon session of Manipur Assembly on August 10. AMSU seizes huge quantity of betel leaves on highway. And Manipur wears deserted look on day 2 of lockdown. This is all for now. Keep watching Times of Manipur.